I'm Caleb. You know that probably, but I made a video when I lost 80 pounds, and a lot of people watched that and liked it and commented and shared and everything. I appreciate that more than anybody could even imagine. But I made it to 120 over 120 pounds lost now, and I figured, well, I'll do me another video of how I've been doing and how I've done it and how it's been, just like that. But I posted a picture. I guess it'd be day before yesterday when I post this, of a picture I found of myself. My face was literally about that big, and I looked at that and I just kind of sat there for a minute. I was thinking, how in this world did I let myself get like that? But I guess it's the past. But it bothers me a lot looking at all these old pictures of myself and stuff all the time, because I have them all on my phone. I look right through them. But I can't do nothing about it now, I guess. But like I said in my other video, like I've been doing it. One day I got up and something snapped, and whenever something snapped, everything just changed. As it was no more McDonald's, no more what. I'm sounding stupid now, but like no more McDonald's, no more greasy foods, no more processed foods, no more junk, no chips, no nothing that's just like grease and fat and all that nastiness. But I was for a while going to the deli, and I was just getting like my meats and my cheeses and stuff from the deli, and I put on whole grain wheat bread and stuff, and I ate that for a while. Now I got tired of it because I had that every day. But now I'm still on my lean cuisines. You can get them. You can get the Cravables. They got everything in them that can help you. They got the pizzas. They got the lasagnas. They got what, Alfredo. Everything in them, and that's good too. And it helps you a lot because portion size. It's okay. You don't gotta worry about how you're gonna eat it and how you're gonna do it, and it's already there for you, and it's already set up. And you don't gotta worry about getting all that stuff out and measuring it out and reading and looking it up and all that stuff. But for a while, what helps a lot is if you get a book and you write down your calories and everything you eat. And I stopped that a couple months ago, because I've only been on this about 6 months. And it was a little bit harder for me once I quit using the book. I got a little off track, but I put myself back on. But I get back off a little bit, but then I get right back on because I can't carry a book everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much you remember how much calories and stuff, and how much is a cup, and how much you need, and how much you don't need. You gotta tell the difference between if you're hungry or if you just want it because you like the way it tastes and you love eating it and you like it just not to be like healthy and eat it, but just because you want it. You gotta think, do I really want this, or am I just wanting it because I don't really need it but I want it? That might make sense, but I don't know. But you need to need it, not just want it. You know what I'm saying? But that's a big thing. But I tell you, I quit walking a lot for about 2 weeks now. I've been working out and stuff a lot, but I'm still losing weight through the working out. But I'm getting back to walking. These past week, I've been walking about roughly 4 to 5 miles a day, and I was there for a while. I was walking almost 8 miles every day, 8 to 10 every day on the treadmill, or I'm walking. On my videos I posted in my pictures where I'm going to Mount Carmel School and back. But there and back was about 8 miles. But a lot of things are different now. Like I was at a 54 in pants, and now I am down to a almost 40 in pants. I'm like roughly 40, 42. Depends on how they make them, But I was at 5X in a t-shirt, but I would always get my 4Xs and I'd stretch them. I'd stretch them till like they wouldn't stretch, and that's basically a 5X, but also 5X. And now I'm down to a 3X, which is absolutely crazy to me because I've been 3X in years. But I was in grade school, I think. But I don't know. But that's something. But I'll be in 2X before long, hopefully. But as everything's going, I will be. But watches. Fitbits, Vivo Fit. This is a Vivo Fit. They help you too. They keep you motivated, and they tell you all your steps. How many miles you've been going, your calories burnt, and your heart rate, and everything like that. But hardest thing to any of this is staying motivated. If you can't stay motivated, you might as well quit, because if you lose your motivation, you're just going to slack off and just stop. But what you got to do is you got to keep going. You can't stop. Because if you stop, you're done. Right? No reason to even start if you're going to stop. But the thing is, if you do something, you got to keep at it. It's not going to happen overnight. Like I said in my other video. But if you're going to do this, I tried losing weight in the past. But it didn't help me a bit, because I would sit there and I'd be like, I started. I get up, I say, I'll walk tomorrow. But I never get up and walk. I ain't going to eat none of this today. About 10 minutes later, I'm in there in the fridge getting me Lord knows what. Fixing some bacon and pizza rolls or something like that. Pizza rolls, Hot Pockets, anything like that. I fix it. I mean, I wouldn't just fix it. I mean, I fixed the whole bag and just ate them. I drank a whole gallon of milk at a time. And it was bad. And I'd sit in front of the TV. And the chairs in front of the TV used to be at my house. And I'd sit there in front of the TV and just eat. Just keep eating. You know, when you're hungry, I was just eating it because I wanted it. It wasn't because I was just hungry. And I'd sit there and I'd be full as I can be. I'd sit back and like, God, I'm about to die. And about 20 minutes later, when it passes, I go in the kitchen, fix me something else to eat. Yeah, it's sad, but that ain't how I am no more. If I eat something, I have like a schedule. When I get up, like this morning, I'm in Lexington. I've been in Lexington for a week, but I get up every morning at 6 o'clock. And I fix me something at 6:30 or 7, and I have something to eat at 12. I'm a little late right now because it's probably a little bit past. It's almost 12 right now, so I gotta fix me something soon. And then in the evenings I'll fix something, but I won't eat after 7 o'clock, because if you eat something after 7 o'clock, like a lot of people that go to bed, early. Some go to late. But if you don't eat before you go to lay down and go to bed, because you're actually you're storing all the fat and all the food you've been eating, and you're just keeping it in there. It's just getting out of your body. But if you wait, it's like it can burn it off. Not really burn it off, but it's more in your system than just like sitting there, But don't eat through the night and stuff. I was a night eater. Sometimes I'd go all day and I just not eat nothing. I was like, oh, I'm doing good today. I ain't eating nothing. About 12 or 1 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, I get up there fixing something to eat. I in there just fixing off as much of stuff ever was in the world, and I'd sit there and after I eat, I just fall asleep. Food right there, and I lay right there beside me on the couch. I fall asleep on the couch, take it in my room, fall asleep right there, leave the plates and everything on the bed or beside the bed, and me just sitting there sleeping. Get up there, stuff. I'm like, and I take up the next morning. I'm like, God Almighty. And I walk into my bathroom in the mornings. Things were getting bad for me, and I walked through the bathroom, and our bathroom just like a normal bathroom door, and I couldn't fit through the door. I'd have to turn sideways always to get through the door. Just turn sideways. I didn't like it, and I look in the pictures. I look not the picture, but the mirror of myself, and I just look at myself. I just sit there. I could sit there for 30 minutes or something. Just staring myself in the mirror, and just awfulest hate in my eyes. There wasn't the word of myself, but it was my fault. I knew that, and it was nobody else's. I was trying to blame other people, like my people in my family, for what I had done to myself. But down to it, you got to realize they ain't the one that's putting the spoon in your mouth, and they ain't the one who's sitting there making you eat. It's like, they couldn't be around, I'd still be eating all that stuff and doing what I was doing. Not getting up, walking out of the house I stay in the house for days and just sit there and eat all day. Not even go outside. Hot outside, everybody's, doing stuff. I'm in the house, sitting there watching TV, eating. But you can't be lazy. You can't be lazy. I was the laziest person probably ever was. I'd sit there, I'd holler somebody go get me something to drink out of the fridge, and the fridge is not 10 feet, from where I sit, and I didn't even want to get up and go do that. I'd have people fix my food for me and they bring it to me. Why in the world would I do that? But now I don't let nobody fix something, unless it's like my grandmother. She'll fix like green. Sometimes I do get off my meals and stuff. I'll eat some green beans and some peas and all that's the kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like healthy foods. You know what I'm saying? Like corn, all that. But like not when she'll fix meatloaf, and it's hard. Like she'll fix meatloaf, fried chicken, cornbread, and fried taters, and Lord, everything in the world. And I sit there and she's in there eating that, and I'm sitting there with my little not Jenny Craig, but my little lean cuisine meals. Just eating it, and she'll look at it, she said, you ain't gonna get hungry, you ain't gonna get full on that. I had to sit there, and she just kinda gets me to eat all that stuff, but you can't eat that stuff. You can have your off days, because everybody needs a break. But I know how it feels if you doing so good, and then you have the break, and you feel so bad for having that break, because you feel like you're gonna gain every pound back from that one meal. But it ain't gonna happen. But I still deal with that every day. Like I eat breakfast and I'll eat lunch. When I eat that lunch, I'm like, man, I said I shouldn't have ate that. I said I ate maybe like a bowl full, if that, of food, and I'm still thinking to myself, why in the and it's all in my head, and in my head I'm still that 460-pound guy that I used to be, but I can go look through pictures. It makes me feel better, but still, even though I know I'm a lot different than I was, I'm still the same person. And I'm the same person, but I feel like I still look the same, and I can't get through my mind that things are actually changing, you know. But that's how that is. But if anybody, you know, I know how bad it was for me when I first started all this. Like I would start and I'd quit, and I'd start and I'd quit, and then one day it hit me, you know, like I was saying. But as it hit you, it was still hard because I used to not be able. I mean, my house is about, that ain't too far. It's like from the road to my house, and I used to not be able to walk to my house out of my mailbox and back. I'd sit there and I'd make it halfway, and I'd be out of breath, and I'd just be like, man. I said, what am I doing to myself? And it's like, but like I said, I started out slow. You can't start out 100%. You know what I'm saying? You have to pace yourself. You can't just go out there all at once and just do everything you can, because the next day you're gonna be laid out. You're not gonna want to do it no more. So, well, I'm tired. I'm gonna take a day off. And you don't do the next day, and you keep doing that day off and day off and day off every day, and not do nothing. But it's a time. But I know how hard it is, and I know that there's people who's done it and they've quit it, and I'm seeing people who's started and stopped and start. But you don't need to stop, because as long as you keep at it, you might not see results right away. But it will happen. You just have to keep at it and not stop. You just need to find the motivation and just get inside you and just know you can't quit. Because if you quit, you ain't doing nothing for yourself. That might kind of sound a lither harsh, but there's no reason for you to quit. If you quit, you should never give up. If you're gonna do something, you need to set your mind to it and you need to actually do it. That's my problem. I would start and I'd stop, and that'd piss me off. So, because I'd sit there every day, and I'd be like, well, I'm doing this, I'm doing good, you know. Then the next day, I'm just off, eating everything, not doing nothing, sitting there, not getting up off the couch or chair, and it's just horrible. But how can I say this? If you don't have to stop, you might not see it right away. You might not see it a week from there, another week, but it will happen. It took me about 2 weeks for me to even start losing weight, because I could walk not hardly at all, and I worked myself up, and I was doing like about a mile, working myself up, about 2 miles every day. I was walking down this road 2 miles a day, back and forth. And then if you're big like I was, you know that you can't hardly run or jog or nothing. And I remember the day that I was on that 2 mile road back and forth, and I started jogging. And I couldn't jog far, but I could jog. Like I was jogging a few yards, not yards, but like it's pretty, not a long ways, but it's pretty long for what I was dealt with and how I was before. It'd have been nothing to some people, but it was something to me. And it was very I can't see how. I was proud of myself, because I thought my life was over, you know. But because I couldn't even do nothing hardly for myself. I could do stuff for myself, but I couldn't. I can't explain. I thought I was just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger until it was just no more. Because I thought I had went too far and I couldn't lose no weight. Because I see these people, all these losing weight and stuff, and I'm just sitting there, and they was bigger than I was losing weight. That's surprised, but they was bigger than me, and they was losing weight and stuff. And I'm like, well, why can't I do that? But why I couldn't do it? I wasn't trying. I'd say I was gonna do it and say I was trying, but I wouldn't actually just step up and actually do it. But I'm gonna tell you what I've probably done it throughout this. I'm gonna tell you everything from start to finish that I've done. But I started out I didn't know nothing what I was doing, and I started looking things up. You need to look things up. You need to know stuff. You got to learn. When you learn it, you ain't gonna forget it. And I started out today. I remember I got up, like I said, something snapped. I was dealing a lot with depression, really bad, especially the night before, and I slept it off. And I got up the next day, and I was like, it's like I said, something snapped, and I just got up and I started walking. Started walking up approach. It's near our house, and I'm walking back in and out of there, up and down the road and stuff. And I could do that, and I was like, well, it took a while before I can actually, but I started doing that, and I kept doing that, but I was still eating the same things, and it wasn't really doing. So then I was like, well, I'm gonna start looking stuff up and learning what to eat and what not to eat. I learned what to eat, what not to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always knew that white bread. So I never will eat white bread. I know it's supposed to be like extremely bad for you. I always eat wheat bread or whole grain wheat bread. You know, and I eat no processed food. Like processed, I mean like isn't I don't know if it's, but like that ham you get, ham and cheese mixed together. Just junk is yeah. I used to love that, but I hate it now. I can't stand it like that, and I won't eat like American cheese or whatever, like in little yellow squares. I'll go to deli. I'll get like provolone or Swiss. I guess what I like. Always on my sandwiches. And I love roast beef and fresh cut roast beef and ham and turkey and stuff. And I was eating all them deli sandwiches and stuff for the longest time. And I also have my lean cuisines with it, like for lunch and stuff. But I do that, and then as the days would pass, I was getting tired of the same foods every day. You can't just do the same thing every day, because you'll get tired of it. You'll think, oh, I can do this forever. And you're like, this is so good, I'm doing so good, and then that's gonna be that day. You're like, man, I gotta eat that. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta change it up. You can't just eat the same exact food. That's why they got different things to eat. That's why they got different brands, different kinds of food, different kinds of just everything. You know. And then but after I started doing that, I started noticing I was losing. I remember when I made it to. My goal was first to be at 450, and I was up in 460. The scale topped out at 450, and I knew I was above 460, right at 460 at least. So after a while, I made it down to 450, and I was like, I'm doing this. And then I kept on going. And my next goal was I think it was 430. Yeah, 430, and I made it to 430. And then I was like, if I'm doing this, I'm gonna keep on going. Like there's no reason to stop me. I'd have my bad days and my good days, but still, I'd still keep myself and not stop. And it was working for me. So after that, I made it. My goal was to be at 400 or under 400. And I remember the day I went and got on the scale, and it was like right on 400. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I cannot believe what I'm doing. I never can say nothing good about myself ever, but I was actually doing this for myself. You know. And then like a few days later, a day later, I remember it was in the 390s, and I was like, man. I was losing it fast. When it started falling, he was falling fast, and before I knew it, I lost 60 pounds fast, 60 to 80 pounds fast, and I was at 460, and now today I am at what was it this morning? It was 338, 339, or something like that. So that's over 120 pounds gone. And I know I still got a long ways to go, and I'm not no little skinny fella be up here telling y'all look out. You know what I'm saying? But I still got a long ways to go. But I've made it a long way from 460 pounds to 330 something pounds. It's mind blowing to me. But I'm starting this to I want to help people, because I know how bad it was for me, and it's the hardest thing that I've ever done. And I see people, and then they just giving up, and I say I'll go out to eat somewhere or something like that. And I'm saying, it's heartbreaking actually, because I could see big people. I'm not talking about big people. I'm talking about big people eating somewhere, and they got these platefuls of this junk eating it. And I'm thinking to myself, I was the same way. I was worse probably, but why don't you help yourself? And you can't just go up to somebody and say because you don't want it, because it hurts when somebody would step up to me and say something like that. But I know, but I can't explain it. But I just want to help people, because I know how bad it was for me, and I understand how much it would mean to somebody else if. I know I had nobody, and that was hard. But I know if you have somebody, and you can have somebody keep you motivated and keep you going and not stop, it's going to be a lot easier on you, and you're not going to want to quit as bad. But if you quit, I mean, if you quit, you're done. If you start again, you're good. I mean, if you're done, you're done. It's all right. But if you're gonna come back at it, you need to come back at it, and you don't need to stop again, because you know you got to think to yourself, it's going to happen. I'm the proof. I mean, I would see people say, "Oh, if I can do it, anybody can do it." You know, so I'm like, man, I'm sitting here. I'm still as big as I am, and I can't do nothing. But that's because I didn't try. If you try, you can. If anybody wants something bad enough, and if they think they can do it, they can set their mind to it, and they can do it. But like I said, if anybody wants to change, doesn't matter who you are, young, old. I mean, if you're just a little bit big, if you're really big, anybody. I'm saying this, anybody. Send me a message, or do something, comment. I mean, do anything. I'm always on here. If I don't respond right away, I will respond. Because I mean, I understand. Like, I don't understand exactly. Nobody understands exactly how somebody feels, but somebody knows the way that it's being brought upon them. You know what I'm saying? But I will do everything I can. I will come to you. You can come to me. We'll do stuff together. I'll make sure we can do it together. You know what I'm saying? And we'll make fun out of it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have our hard days. We're gonna have our good days. We're gonna have our bad days. You know, but we're gonna get through it. And if we were to get through it, we're gonna get through it together, because I ain't gonna stop, and I ain't gonna let you stop, and we'll get through it. But this is why I made this video. I know I rambled on a lot about me and stuff, but this is actually for about other people, how I want to help people, and how I want to like I won't say save people, but it's like let people have another chance, because that's what I needed, and that's what I got, because I gave it to myself. Because I you know what I'm saying though. But if anybody just wants help with anything and doing this and stuff, just get a hold of me. I'll be here. And that's really all I gotta say. But I mean, I really appreciate if anybody's watched this all the way through. It means more to me than you know, and it means a lot to me. Anybody would just sit and watch it, or like it, or share it. And I appreciate everybody who's always liked and shared and commented on all my posts and stuff, and sent me messages and done everything. It means more than I can even explain. To I mean, it amazes me that somebody, because to have somebody like really care, but to care what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and how I've been doing it and how I am. It means a lot, and I just want to say thank you. But I hope you all have an amazing, great day and week and everything. But like I said, if anybody needs me, just get a hold of me. I'll be here. Thank you.